My name's Kristen at The Girl Next Door Bakes, and I'm fresh to the city. Oh, I looked at the camera. I'm a person who's always been creative. You know, my whole life. I went to school for visual arts, but I had a really hard time meeting deadlines just because I kind of lacked inspiration. And through cake decorating and baking and designing, I've kind of found my creative self. I'm also a mom to 2 awesome boys, and I'm a person who loves being around my family and friends, and I guess more than anything, I'm someone who likes to celebrate life, so how better to celebrate than making cakes and baking and celebrating all the important things. I guess when I decided that I wanted to start decorating cakes is I would watch The Cake Boss on TV, which I'm sure a lot of us do when there's nothing else on TV, or if you're into that. And I'm watching it. I'm like, I think I can do this. And after I had my first son, he had a lot of complications and he was premature. And it just made me realize how valuable life is, and that it's meant to be celebrated. So I kind of got serious and thought, I'm going to do this, and I'm gonna do his first birthday cake, which I guess was my first big project. And so I did a lot of little projects to get to the big project. And then being pregnant with my second son is when I actually started doing cakes on a consistent basis. I would say my specialty is children's birthday cakes. I think where I really excel with cake decorating is creating figurines and having themes. I also love doing cakes that look like real food. So for example, a pancake cake that looks like a stack of pancakes, or a sandwich cake that looks like a sandwich. I love doing stuff like that. My favorite cake designer, I would have to say, is a cake artist named Mike McCary. He just does amazing work, and he's a constant reminder that as good as you think you are at something, there's always someone better, which you can see as a negative thing, but I think it's a positive. There should always be someone better than you that drives you to be better and create more artistic or advanced works of art. So he's kind of somebody that I look to in the cake world as, being the epitome of cake design. When I'm baking, for the most part, I feel relaxed, which is great. Sometimes it's a little bit stressful because decorating is my passion. So sometimes if I have a big cake to do and a lot of decorating, sometimes it's a challenge to do the baking because I'm excited to get to the next step, which would be the decorating, which is my bigger passion, I would say. Sometimes it's relaxing, sometimes it's not, but more than anything, when you master a recipe and make something that's delicious, I feel awesome. In terms of decorating, sometimes it can be one of the most frustrating things in the world. Sometimes you'll create something that looks like the most difficult thing that anybody's ever seen, and it was the easiest thing to make. And sometimes you'll create something that looks like it maybe took you an hour and it took you 6 hours. So sometimes it can be frustrating. I love taking on more than maybe I should. So I'll see something and think, maybe I can't do that. But I'm always determined that I can get it done. Sometimes I'll be up and it'll be 3 in the morning and thinking I can't do this, but I always persevere and get through it. I'm really lucky. I have a lot of people in my life that are very supportive. My husband's amazing. He's always, telling me that he's proud of me and, helps me with the kids because I do all the decorating at night, which can be a challenge. So he's amazing. I've got a great family, sisters, brothers, my in-laws, everybody's been so great. And even as funny as it sounds, the support that I have on social media, whether it be my Instagram account or on Facebook, my friends, that I think keeps me going a lot. I hope somebody else sees it and thinks that. I would love to just be like, hey, everybody prep stuff for me. I'll just stand here and cook stuff. My husband's like, are you gonna have hair and makeup? I was like, no. Unless Akil has some skills I'm not aware of. Oh.